Everybody, I want to help you with your eBay business, whether you're just getting started, already established, selling on eBay. I want to help you with your shipping, your sourcing, your listing, interacting with customers, and also eBay. So let's get started. My name is John, and I'm the creator of this channel, Flippin Aint Easy. And I decided I wanted to create this channel to supplement a lot of the material that is out currently on YouTube. And hopefully I can bring a lot that others may not have been able to bring to you, and add some value to you, whether you're new at selling on eBay or you've been doing this for years. There's nobody I know of has all the answers, and I certainly don't. But hopefully I can help supplement what's already out there for you. And this channel, Flippin Aint Easy, is just that. Flippin is not easy. And flippin is the art of purchasing something, arbitrage, and reselling it on eCommerce. Or you don't even have to do e-commerce. You can sell it to your neighbor, but that would be the art of flipping, buying something for the purpose of making a profit, whether you're doing it as a hobby or whether you're doing it as a business, as I am. And I have a lot of experience in dealing with customers, customer service. The last 26 years I've worked, and I've been in management in a contact center, dealing with customer concerns, demands, whether through direct contact or through social media and through chat, that type of thing. So and email. So I have a lot of experience as far as being able to get your customer who may be upset, to get them in a place where they're not interested in leaving you negative feedback. I have an account right now that I've had for the last, I'd say, since 2007. I've been selling since 2002, but this account since 2007, not a single negative feedback. And that's because I've used a lot of the skills that I've had. I've run into a lot of problems with things that I've sold in the past, and through how I treat the customer and working with them directly in a timely manner has really allowed this account that I'm working with to be a solid, top-rated seller with no negative feedbacks. And as we move on to different videos, I want to show you some of those skill sets. Just to give you some background about me, because I believe that whoever you are looking at and watching on YouTube to get your advice from, you really need to have some sort of credibility. And I wouldn't want to watch somebody on YouTube unless they really sounded like they knew what they were talking about. And like I said, I don't have all the answers, but I definitely know that I have some things to tell you that really hasn't been discussed before on this platform. So, but going into my experience, 2002 is when I first started selling on eBay. Started at a local computer swap meet, and I had a little cell phone with believe it or not, back then, with the search capability on eBay. So I was able to do my research while I was out and about, buy a $5 item, sell it for 40 or 50 bucks. And I sort of did that on the side to supplement my full-time job. And did that for a few years, and even got into helping a friend resell diamonds. And that went well for a little while. And it sort of just kind of got away from it. Having kids and raising kids sort of takes a lot of your time. So I got back into this business of eBay in 2018, and I bought a bulk pallet, bulk.com pallet. And I put it together, listed the items, did my research, and I really wasn't having so much fun with it. Not a whole lot of success with the merchandise that I received from them. So I decided to do some more research. Came across some videos, some drop shipping videos, and caught my eye, got my attention. So I decided that I was going to give that a shot. And that worked okay. I made maybe $5,000 to $10,000 in profit after everything was said and done. And for those of you who don't know what drop shipping is the where you list let's say Walmart has a television for $120. You list it on your eBay account or your eBay store for, let's say, $150. The customer buys your $150 television, sends you the money through PayPal, sends you their address. You then in turn go into Walmart.com, purchase that same television for $120 with their free shipping program, enter the customer's address in there, and Walmart ships the television to that customer, and you collect the difference. So if it's $150 they pay you, you pay Walmart $120. After your PayPal and eBay fees, you're probably looking at about $15 to $18 in profit. And so you're dealing with small margins with drop shipping. And in November of in 2018, November of 2018, I was given notice along with 500 other fellow employees that our office was being closed, and I had the option of moving back east or taking a severance package and figuring it out. And being that my family is all here on the West Coast, going back east wasn't really a viable option, especially with the huge pay cut I was looking at, being forced to step down from management. So I took the dive, but I knew back in November of 2018, they gave us a 60-day notice that we're losing our jobs, that drop shipping just wasn't going to cut it. So I started looking into retail arbitrage, and that retail arbitrage is again sort of not drop shipping. You're actually going to either an online store or to an actual brick and mortar store, and you're purchasing an item, let's say at $10, and you're taking it and putting it on eBay or any other platform, let's say $15, and after the fees you're making $2, $3, $10 there. And but that wasn't working so well, and that was really before we were losing our main source of income. So I bought a pallet through a distributor that I came across online, and bought some electronics. And I've always been interested in electronics, and I recommend for those of you who are interested in selling, definitely find a niche or a type of item that you are certainly interested in and have experience in working with. And so I've always liked electronics. I've always had to have the newest this and the newest that. I build computers on the side. Whenever I need to upgrade, I just do it myself. So I have a lot of hands-on experience, and that really goes well into the reselling, because you're able to answer questions that you may not be able to answer if you don't know the product or the item that well. So after we left the company, we invested money into product, and I made in 2019 I made some good buys and I made some really horrible buys, and that's where you make your money in this business. Sourcing is really key. I don't care how good of a salesperson you are. I don't care how good of a lister you are. I don't care what sort of strategy you have. If you don't source well, you will not make money in this business, and it won't work out for you. Okay, someone that has all the skills that we're talking about, that buys an item at $10 cost, and they sell it for $15. Is not going to do well as compared to the person that buys that same item for $5 and is just starting. Okay, the person that buys that same item for $5 will do better in the long run than the person who is sourcing bad. And I did make some mistakes in 2019, bought some items and some lots that looked promising, but I didn't do my homework as well as I should have. Over the last year, I've developed some methods to help foolproof that. So if things happen to where the liquidation is the type of items that I purchase, those are customer return liquidation items, and you never know what you're going to get in those kind of pallets. And so I have a method that really works to where I'm not, if I run into a bad batch, that I'm not really losing my shirt. So I want to show you through some videos how I go about approaching buying pallets or merchandise. You won't hear us tell you is where we find the merchandise. I mean, of course, everyone knows of the certain sites, liquidation.com. I'm willing to bet that there are at least a few places within 100 miles of where you currently are that offer liquidation pallets, sometimes shelf pulls. You don't even have to deal with customer returns. Liquidation.com, they have at least a dozen facilities throughout the United States that I know of. You go online, you find the facility near you, if there is one, to avoid shipping costs, and bid on lots of goods, and you can resell those items. But you definitely need to do your homework before you go into buying large lots of goods. Certainly I would recommend anyone who is just starting out to resell items that they currently own, because I have a friend that wanted to get into this business, saw how well I was doing early last year with some of the items that I purchased. But he had a new account. He didn't really have any experience, even though I was there for him. He didn't really ask a lot of questions, and he just came and told me a few months back that it wasn't for him. So, you know, this may not be for you either, but definitely don't take that dive into buying merchandise if you're not, if you don't know this is something that you want to do. And it takes a lot of dedication. Like I said, Flipping Ain't Easy, and the reason why that title is there is because there's been many days that I've scratched my head wondering, what the heck am I doing? And you know, days that you just want to quit. And you know, owning your own business, there's a lot of responsibility. You know, you can't just call off work one day. I mean, you can, but you're not making any money. There is no sick time. There is no vacation time. So you have to be accountable to yourself. And every day you slack off or decide to sleep in or don't get up or put in the hours. Sometimes I put in, you know, anywhere from 8 to 14 hours some days. Q4, there's so many orders going out. It took me hours to do shipping. I'm the only person running the show. I don't have employees. You'll see a lot of YouTubers out there. They're so established with their business, they have virtual assistants. They have employees that they hire locally. I'm not there yet, and I'm not sure when I'm going to be there. So that's just some background here. I want to improve upon what I did last year. Made 6 figures in sales, but I can tell you after costs, shipping, cost of goods, definitely made nowhere near that amount. Okay, and so the goal is to sort of improve on that, make better purchases, utilizing some of the formulas that I've created over the last year. And I just received a pallet yesterday, actually, that I was sourcing. Found some good items, and I'm looking forward to starting off the year on a positive note, getting that started. Ideally, I'm trying to be between $300 and $500 in sales per day. If I'm working at a 30% margin, that'll get me about $150, $200 a day in profit. And of course, we definitely want to scale up, but ideally, that's where I want to be. Being that I'm full-time now, I need to do that. And I'm sure for you out there looking at doing this full-time, or who already are, those are concerns you have as well, on how do you make sure your average daily sale is at a certain rate. And so a lot of that is maintaining your account, having a good search ranking with eBay, maintaining a top-rated seller or better. Of course, negative feedbacks you want to avoid. And so I just wanted to introduce myself to you without rambling any further, that I have a lot of ideas and methods to bring to the table. I've interacted quite frequently with eBay and their staff in the call center. I have a very keen understanding of call centers and how to navigate through the eBay craziness whenever you call and need help, dealing with some of the reps that are not anything more than a robot, really, if we're being honest. And it's very difficult to have a natural conversation about policy because you're just being read policy and there's no clear explanation from one call to the next. You're dealing with a rep at eBay that may give you one answer versus the next time you call you get another answer. So you know, we'll have discussions through videos on that. So dealing with shipping, you can save a lot of money in this business if you ship the right way. I've lost a lot of money last year. No, I'd say lost a lot of money last year, but on a few occasions I've actually spent more in shipping than I received in payment, which is a huge mistake, but that's just learning the business, right? And so we'll discuss those things. Rather than you make that same mistake, we can talk about my failures, and hopefully you don't have to repeat those same failures. And so I'm anxious to create this content, looking at making videos every week, maybe twice a week, posting it regularly so that you can sort of grow with me. And because I'm still learning, I definitely welcome any comments, any feedback, any tips that you can share with the rest of the folks watching down in the comments below. And certainly hope that you take the time to like this video, and of course subscribe, because and I believe you click on the notification bell so that you can be brought to speed when I make a new video. And also, when you like the video, it tells YouTube that I'm creating good content, and others will also benefit from that. So without further ado, I'm going to sign off, but I just want to thank you for watching our first video, Flipping Aint Easy, and I look forward to talking to you soon.